Hi, I'm Tristan Kromer. I've spent 10 years in the music industry, 17 years in the IT security company, and for the past 8 years I've been living in Silicon Valley, dealing with rapid, high-speed tech innovation. What we've seen in the entrepreneurial and intrapreneurial community over the last several years is that really things are changing at a rapidly accelerating pace. Even large companies need to start addressing the pace of technological change at the same rate that companies in Silicon Valley are doing. Because what takes a company 1 year to do here in Europe is taking 48 hours for a Silicon Valley company to do. They're going from idea to revenue with a customer in 48 hours. And that's not a lot of customers. It's not something that's going to crush Siemens and KPMG overnight. But they start there and they build up very, very rapidly along an exponential growth curve. So what seems like a small inconvenience to companies, to larger companies nowadays, can rapidly become an existential threat to their existence. Lean Startup is a methodology for rapid innovation. It's particularly known within tech companies, but it's now being applied in many, many different industries, including the insurance industry, including oil and gas, including retail. These techniques for rapidly evolving ideas from nothing to hundreds of thousands and millions of users has become the mainstay of innovation practices. My issues with Lean Startup nowadays is that the terminology has gone very quickly from something that was organic and useful and created by and for entrepreneurs to something that has become incredibly laden with buzzwords. It's all too often that we see a new group of entrepreneurs or intrapreneurs taking one small piece of Lean Startup, something like the landing page test, and applying it in situations where it's entirely inappropriate. Taking a landing page and attempting to sell a new sales CRM to the chief sales officer or chief marketing officer in the company, which is completely the wrong tactic to sell a business-to-business product. I'm very interested in doing more advanced Lean Startup work in really applying these practices the way they were meant to be applied, in some ways going back to the basics and understanding not only how to implement one specific tactic like a business model canvas, which is a wonderful tool but still just a tool, and understanding the two most common problems in Lean Startup. Number one, not having a learning goal, and number two, using the wrong experimental technique to answer those questions. If we can solve those two things in our 2-day workshop, I would be extraordinarily happy. And those are the things which actually enable us to make progress.